Senator Inhofe.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's pretty remarkable that in this first decade in the 21st century that we should be having a hearing on the issue of piracy, particularly involving pirate attacks on the coast of Africa. We could almost look back in time 200 years to the first decade of the 19th century and ask our predecessors for their advice. Today we hear from representatives of the Obama administration, while in their day, 200 years ago, pirate attacks off Africa were a problem for the new Thomas Jefferson administration. So both now and then our resolve is being tested. Our determination as a nation not to pay ransom, keep in mind this was 200 years ago, not to pay ransom to pirates and their sponsors ashore, the international terrorists of their day, helped establish the enduring character of America by demonstrating that we would not tolerate attacks on American property and citizens anywhere in the world, no matter how far from our shores. So that's still true today, hopefully. Rather, the decision of the United States to fight the pirates was carefully considered based on a keen appreciation as a seafaring nation that paying ransom to pirates or other terrorists simply emboldens them and increases the risk to our national security. That was 200 years ago, and the same is true today. I recently returned from a trip to Djibouti, where I had the opportunity to discuss the pirate situation in detail with Admiral Fitzgerald, the commander of the U.S. Navy force in Africa, and Rear Admiral Kurta, commander of the Combined Joint Task Force, Horn of Africa. So I come to this hearing with some background in working in that area in the Horn of Africa, as well as other parts of Africa. The threat of pirate attacks in the Gulf of Aden and off Somalia's coast has been steadily growing since last August. However, the recent attacks on the U.S. flagged vessels, the Maersk Alabama, and the dramatic and extraordinarily professional rescue of Captain Richard Phillips by Navy SEALs last month has sharpened the seriousness of this issue for the United States. I look forward to hearing details of this, as details as you're able to do so in an open meeting as to the rescue of Captain Phillips. I think the success of that operation is something that other countries have looked at and have admired us for. And I understand that the Somali tribes have sworn revenge against the United States and other U.S. vessels. And let's just not forget what happened 200 years ago. We made a determination. You can't negotiate with these people, and if there's a way that they could inflict harm on us, they would be doing it anyway. So I'd like to have the witnesses to discuss the details of our new coalition task force off Somalia and how it coordinates with other navies, including those of European Union, Russia, China, India, and Saudi Arabia, among others, and the challenges faced by these efforts at sea. I'd also like to have someone, I've been concerned about a lot of the pirate activity off the West Coast in the Sea of Guinea with the recent finds out there, which is also a problem. And I notice no one right now is talking much about that, but it's one that needs to be a part of this debate and this discussion. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.